So we're planning for the new year, and a lot of businesses tend to ask, what should I do in 2018? What's coming up? Where do I need to be? What's going to help give me that edge? What can I do? So I want to share with you some of the areas of focus that I think you should be putting energy into for 2018. Now, presuming you're on social, and we're going to get past the fact that most of your businesses, if not all of your businesses, should be on social and need to have a social presence of some form. One of the best places you can spend your time is in Facebook Live. So using the Facebook platform and creating live videos or live posts, effectively live videos as things happen within your business, sharing that with your audience and their friends. The reason why Facebook Live is so big is you're talking a 300% greater chance of engagement using Facebook Live. So if you think about it, the average post, you would typically reach somewhere between 5%, probably 5% of your audience is quite fair. That's organic reach. That means you don't have to spend any money for that. So, if you have, let's say, 10,000 people, you've got an audience of 10,000, you've got an audience of 1,000, 10%, usually 100, so you're talking maybe only 50 people are going to see your posts. With Facebook Live, however, you get a chance of reaching a heck of a lot more, and that's what Facebook wants. It wants you to be sharing your content as it happens in a fun, meaningful way, and that's where it's giving preference, i.e. 300% preference, to Facebook Live. The other thing that you should be considering in your content for next year is how do you amplify the content that you're creating. So a couple of cool hacks would be, for instance, to film some videos, and with those videos, create stuff that are answering questions of your audience, or that are things that your audience or your perfect customer are thinking about regularly. Take those videos, and once you film those videos, take what you've said in those videos and then turn them into a blog. That way, you've got the video answer where people can see what you're saying and hear what you're saying, and then you've got the written answer so that when they're on your website and they've come to your website, say from your Facebook page or your Instagram, they can read about the topic that you're speaking about, or that you've answered the questions that you've answered for them. So it's a quick little way of getting a couple of pieces of content from spending that, one bit of time effectively. The other thing to be thinking about in 2018 is voice. And we're hearing a lot of people talk about it, but what you'll start seeing and hearing is that it's so much easier now to be listening to content and in a passive sense, whilst you're actively doing something else. Voice is becoming really strong. So recording what you say, taking the audio from a video, putting it up on SoundCloud, sharing that with people to listen to, sharing your content with people to listen to is also going to be really valuable as more and more people start to multitask listening to audio as opposed to physically having to just read or having to watch videos. The last thing that I would focus on for 2018 is what I love to call, or what I believe is so important, is your marketing touch points. Back, 15, 16, 17 years ago, when I was first getting into the marketing profession, we used to talk about there being 4 marketing touch points, or 4 to 5 marketing touch points. And what that means is that before an individual took action or engaged with your brand in some way, it took about 4 times for them to see it before something took place. In 2017 going into 2018, it's now, the average number is 11.8. So let's call that 12 touch points before an individual takes action. So what does that mean? You've got to have multiple channels, multiple ways in which you can touch your perfect customer. And you can do that in lots of different ways, from a bit of video, from a bit of audio, from some written content, from some blogs, from your website, to, you might still be advertising in print. Some of you might have TV commercials. Some of you might have a radio ad. So they're all touch points. And as long as it's relevant, as long as it's so focused on exactly who it is you want to be in front of, making sure that you're putting your message out there, that you're sharing excellent, valuable content with your perfect customer multiple times, that's the key. It's no longer about, let me do one post and I'm done and my job's done and I've done social media now, so that should just bring in millions of dollars. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be insistent. You've got to be consistent. The messaging, 3 to 4 posts a week, for instance, on Facebook, more than enough. A blog every couple of weeks, that's fantastic. The point is that you're doing something that's going to increase the amount of times you touch and engage with your perfect customer. So I hope that helps. Really looking forward to a big 2018. Enjoy the content, keep up the good work, and make sure you're getting stuff out there. Thanks, guys.